Welcome back. Just before the break, we were talking about the various activities of our guest today, Mr. Rahman Jilani. Uh, he's a social worker at heart, but he's also an academic and a broadcaster. He has also written, he's also a journalist, of print media and the electronic media. But I go back to his work at Sir William Beveridge. He's secretary and executive director. Is that it?
That's right.
William Beveridge, as I see that he is the father of the social welfare state. He was asked by the government to write or prepare a report how to improve after the World War II the conditions of the poor people, and he came up with this idea of contributory a scheme. People will contribute, and then the state will look after those who are sick, pensioners, and out of job. And your organization, Sir William Beveridge, is named after him. What a wonderful name, and what a wonderful idea. So what do you do in this organization?
Well, as you might feel, when we talk about social work, excuse me, it has got various dimensions in the social work field. I have chosen health and social care for the elderly and disabled people. Now, the idea has actually come from when I was working for almost 20 years and few days plus at the University Settlement, and which is popularly known as Toynbee Hall. Sir Lord William Beveridge was the deputy warden 60 years before me, and I'm one of those fortunate black
he was also
or
an
Asian
MP.
people who become the deputy warden and the director of education of the same settlement 63 years after him.
Right.
So I thought that if I ever do some social work wherever in the world, in London, in Bangladesh, in other places, I will do something for somebody or in the name of somebody who has given us the benefit of a welfare state for which we are proud of.
So your organization is started from East End of London.
Yes.
Where the foundation was laid down at Toynbee Hall?
At Toynbee Hall, actually when I was at Toynbee Hall as the director of education, and just before I leave the organization, I started a charity called Majlish Home Care Services.
Right.
I'll have to go a little bit, give you light how thing has started. When I started in 1983, September, about by December I came to find out in East End of London there is nothing for our elders, our senior citizens. There is nothing called where they can at least go and talk of their mind and things like that. So I, I initiated a pensioners club named Majlish, which later on taken the shape of a home care services.
Right.
Because those uncle of mine, they have only few of them has thought bringing aunties from Bangladesh. I'm
their
talking
families.
about their families and things like that. As I said, that being an immigrant myself, we also always thought we'll earn some money and go home. But that going never has happened. So that is the legacy from there, This home care started from Toynbee Hall. But later on, I started another international charity called Sir William Beveridge Foundation, which was getting benefit from that charity, because that charity, Majlish Home Care Service, the first Asian charity here in the East End of London, which was culturally appropriate service providers, man to man, women to women, and also linguistically.
Yeah, but that's the only gender, but you're talking about culturally, how culture came into it.
Culture, obviously. You see,
Bangladeshis for Bangladeshis?
Yes, that's what I'm coming at. When we say culture, I try to give that particular organization a shape that the service provider or care assistant, as you call it, they must speak the same language of the service user. It's no point otherwise.
Right.
It's just you are going there like a machine, giving a personal care and coming home. At the same time, the thing is that I would say, rather with a rude word, the notorious part of that social work was that a Bangladeshi woman is being served by a man, which is not culturally appropriate at all. I felt it very strongly that as a citizen of this country, I have the same right to be treated as a citizen. So my culture is saying that it is not appropriate. So the provision must be created.
Aesthetically, ethically, I mean, this is not right. That.
Well, you said what I was just about to say. So the whole thing has started like that, actually. And then simultaneously, Beveridge Foundation has been established in the name of Sir William Beveridge, who has given us a welfare state of Britain, for which we are all proud of. Otherwise, with the 5 giant concept of Sir William Beveridge, unless he was really introducing that with the real meaning attached to it, it could have been very difficult for black people or Asian people like us to stay here with respect. So if I have opened an organization rather than Mr. Jilani Foundation, I thought it would be an appropriate thing to give something to somebody who has given us so much, so that next generation cannot say, oh, you immigrants always take it.
Right.
I wanted to give something back to my host community. Look, I have given you a foundation with a change in the name of the hero of the land. So that was the whole idea was.
Hasn't your organization and the establishment of such a concept and the practice of providing home care ethically and, as you say, culturally acceptable, provided a lead to other people, and have they gone into it, or are they still sitting behind and waiting for the government to come and help them?
No, I think a lot of people are doing it in Tower Hamlets, because with the previous Tower Hamlets administration, the Majlis Home Care Service has become bankrupt. Because I have become, I'm sorry to say that, you brought the subject, I never said that to others. Majlis Home Care Service has been shut down by and through conspiracy of the previous administration. Because somebody wanted some cash from me, I refused to pay. So they have changed my document, they have planted people into the organization where I had the last time 283 full-time employees I had. So
with this Majlis?
With that Majlis Home Care Services. Okay? And you can well imagine when this culturally appropriate services started in the United Kingdom, how much hard work it was to train them up, and become a full-time care assistant in the society who is serving his own people. So you can well imagine, Neaz bhai, how much hard work. But unfortunately, greedy people.
What is gone and gone past, you see.
No, but that was very shocking,
I'm sure, because if you can't, if you see your baby dying and through torture, then you feel. Right now, we have a plethora of organizations in the community. You name it, probably every day there are 6 or 7 meetings and parties and cultural programs of singing and sing-songs and this, that. There's one banner of this association, that association, and I do not know how people manage to go to so many parties and so many organizations and so many meetings, and they come back and they go again. See, what is the achievement? I mean, I want to know what is happening. It's just talk, or some real work is being done?
I would take it as a social worker. I would not say I'm a philanthropist. It's a big word for me. I'm a very ordinary person. But as a social worker, working all my life in Tower Hamlets for my own people, I do not do things in Tower Hamlets now. It has become other dimensions internationally. But I think, except involving yourself into Bangladeshi politics, all the other activities has got some good result. But wasting, I would say personally, maybe, please forgive me, so saying the truth. But wasting your time with politics happening in Bangladesh, rather than engaging yourself into mainstream and where you live, rest of them think has got some good result.
Right.
You know, even a conglomeration of few people opines and also declares and also assess, this has got some good fruit.
Right.
You know, so I would not take it
So at
completely
least
negatively.
they come and meet and greet, and there's some sort of social interaction.
So these interactions are good. These interactions are good, except what I said, involving your full-time efforts into Bangladeshi politics, sitting here in London, that is a
Well,
wastage.
this remote control politics is of no use. You see. I mean, it's almost a waste of time, because we are here, we live here, this is our country, we carry a British passport, and let us try to contribute to this place.
Exactly,
Let us
that's what
take
I'm
part.
saying, you know. Other than that, I think all other socio-economic and social activities have got some better side.
Yeah, my point was, are some organizations, or a number of organizations, have really taken it to the heart, and are they really serving the community in the way they should be, like home care service, education, teaching of own culture, not just through sing-song. It can in many ways. You see, culture does not mean only sing-songs. It can be many things.
Many things, yes.
So are they doing it? See? Have you provided the beacon? Have you provided the light?
Well, people like us who work within the community, we try to do something. Say, for example, this is the, I found something here. It's about a Bengali drama time now.
Right.
Now, when I was
They have a season every year.
Every season, every year. But this has actually started in 1992 by my own department, Asian Studies Department.
Right.
In those period, I did 16 drama. In 1994, it was 35 drama. And 1996, the last time I did it, it was almost about 20 drama or something. But what I tried to do there, that we are a community here, and the project that we do, because drama is a part of our culture, you know. People loves it, people likes it. But who is doing it? Importing people from Bangladesh?
No.
No, we want to have our own playwright, directors, technicians and everything. So that was the idea.
Yeah.
But that's what I started in 1992. Now somebody is doing it from the community, I mean the council.
That's very good. That's very good.
So these are some of the things, you know. Bengali song contest for the children.
Right.
You know, Rabindra Sangit, Nazrul Sangit, Adhunik and folk song. That has given tremendous impact. Now we see so many singers here, you know. So that's the way, that's the cultural side. Bengali for English speakers, because a lot of people, in my activities I'm talking about, in those Asian Studies department, English teachers can't speak a word of Bengali at all. So there was courses for the English speaker, English speaking people for Bengal to learn colloquial Bengalis so that they can converse with the parents. And diploma in interpretations. There was no professional qualifications, but all has been done from Toynbee Hall when I was there. Pensioners Club has become, you know, so many things. But all these things, Bengali Drama Festival, you name it, we had it at that time.
Now we have political party meetings as Pensioners Club.
Exactly. Well, there should be, as always, you know, there should be always some offshoot things anyway.
Yes.
We can't expect everything shining like a gold.
Right. We will talk in detail about Sir William Beveridge organizations, see. But in short, again, there is break time and we have to take this break, commercial break. Thanks for being with us, and don't go away. We'll be back after this short break. Thank you.